Those Broken Bits by Radhika Ghosh. Bashi Kaka, breakfast. Rahul pulls one of the chairs of the big fancy mahogany dinner table and sits down. Nita observes her son from the other side of the table. His beautiful satin off white nightwear is full of paint. His fingertips look as if they have been dipped in paint just a few moments ago. Under his ear, it is black, near the upper lip, green, and on his right temple, there is almost a rainbow. Before Nita can start interrogating her son for such a disheveled look, Mashikaka arrives. Rahul Baba, your favorite. Mashikaka places a plate of stuffed aloo parathas, dripping with ghee and overloaded with a lot of spices. Thank you. Rahul smiles at the old man. As he puts a piece of the freshly made delicacy into his mouth, Nita breaks her silence. So, which circus? Ajanta or Majestic? She asks. The Great Khaitan Circus, since 1925. Rahul chuckles, dipping another piece of the paratha into the bowl of chutney. Nita tries to keep her nerves calm. This is not the first time. Arguments with her son have now become as obvious and as natural as breathing. It comes naturally and continues on and on. She drags the small porcelain plate of dry fruits towards her and pours the chilled watermelon juice from the glass jar. She sips it a little and munches on the collection of exactly 4 almonds, 5 raisins, and 3 cashews and 6 walnuts. Hmm, typical Khetanism. Rahul sneers, looking at Nita's menu. Nita stops. Her jaws become tighter and her eyes redder. Keeping her eyes on her son, she picks up the neatly folded newspaper lying beside her. Veteran painter passes away without the least recognition. Is art dying? She reads out the headline aloud. Is art dying? Nita mimics the article title. When was art alive? Ha 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 ha. Sorry, Rahul puts up an amusing face. Only if people could see beyond their immediate riches and delve into the history of art. Nita glares at her son. Ting! A WhatsApp message from Mrs. Goenka. Hey, Mrs. Khaitan, read Rahul's interview today in the Times. What a talent your son is, and I love what he's doing for Bachpan. Convey my best wishes to him, please. And are you and Akshar coming to the party tonight? Do let me know. The last few words of the chat didn't matter. But Rahul's interview? Nita opens the Times and reluctantly turns to the My City section. Rahul Khaitan Art Show gathers rupees 2.3 lakhs for Goenka's orphanage Bachpan. Charity? These street kids are great at evoking emotions. Nita turns her eyes again to her breakfast bowl packed with nutrition. Rahul looks at Nita with the utmost dejection. His breaths become heavy. His head throbs. His heart pounds inside his chest. But before he can revert, Bongshikaka arrives. Rahul Baba, do you need anything else? Rahul looks at the old man. For the last 21 years, this frail old man with innumerable wrinkles and charming smile had been his sole friend, his true ally, his staunch supporter. No, Rahul mumbles. Bongshi, don't you have two granddaughters? Asked Nita all of a sudden. Yes, Memsa, Pooja and Aarti, smiles the old man. I hope you're training them on how to loot young rich boys, Neetu asks, placing her right leg on the left and fiddling with the iPhone in her hand. Mem Saab, I don't under. Bongshi gets interrupted. Leave it, Bongshi Kaka. How will an infertile woman understand the joy of having kids around? Comments Rahul. Bongshi Kaka looks at the mother son duo, expecting a tumultuous rise of events. He silently turns and goes into the kitchen, and the only spot in the luxury oozing Khaitan mansion that he can call his own. Not all mothers are biological mothers, Nita raised her voice, her eyes glued to her iPhone screen, scrolling up and down the new festive collection of Vero Moda. Yes, sure, Rahul agrees, chewing up the last piece of aloo paratha. Some are just social mothers. Rahul puts the term in air quotes and throws a disgusted look at Nita. Nita finishes the remnant dry fruits and gulps down the watermelon juice in one go. She gets up and tries to tie the multiple loose strands of her silky burgundy hair into a messy bun. Sliding her iPhone into the pocket of her skinny gym wear, Nita utters, people need to understand that rich men are not always looking for kids. Sometimes they need a bit of fun too. Nothing much, just pure unadulterated fun. Nita delivers a dialogue and turns away to the gym area. Her feet stop when she hears Rahul reading out a piece of news from the Times. Business tycoon and diamond merchant Mr. Akshar Khaitan was spotted yesterday at Sanjay Surya's Valentine's Day mega party with Jill D'Souza, the new and fresh face of Khaitan Diamonds and Jewelry. The couple rocked the dance floor and had a blast. Rahul pauses and looks at Nita. He knows that if not anything else, this will surely secure Nita's attention and for all the wrong reasons. Nita drags herself back to the dining table. She snatches the newspaper from his hand and goes through the news article. The headline in shiny black font seems to dance in front of her eyes. The picture of Akshar and Jel in wine glasses in their hands and merry laughter on their faces make her head dizzy and her eyes fill with both anger and pain. Nothing much, just pure unadulterated fun, Rahul whispers very softly right into Nita's ears. Nita looks at Rahul with fire in her eyes. In a wild rage, she tears the newspaper into a million pieces. Rahul sees her through the corner of his squinted dark brown almond shaped eyes. His lips get curled as he smirks, seeing the frenzied state of his stepmother.